Hey, everybody, my name is Brian Johnson. I'm going to do this speech today on should college athletes get paid? One of the most grueling topics right now in America. One of the most grueling topics has been for over a decade now, right? So, the governor of California recently passed a bill that allowed college athletes to get paid off their likeness and off endorsements. A bill that rubbed a lot of people's feathers wrong. Presidents of university, Mark Emmert, president of the NCAA, was rubbed the wrong way. They did not want this bill to be passed. This bill was something that needed to be passed because for years on top of years on top of years, college athletes have been providing the wealth for their universities and have not been getting paid off of it. Last year, Nick Saban made $8.4 million. $8.4 million. Dabo Swinney made $7.8 at Clemson University. Dabo Swinney came down and said, hey, college athletes shouldn't get paid. It's easy for him to say when he's making $7.8 million off for their backs. It's a lot of money, right? But Willie Taggart, the coach of Florida State, came out who made $4.3 million, right? African-American coach, let's say that at least, and said college athletes should get paid. Why was that significant for one, a person like him at the top to say college athletes should get paid? Because he was an athlete. Willie was that kid that grew up in Florida, in South Florida, on a single parent home and knew how I felt the struggle in college. So him being a head coach of a major university right now was very, 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 very powerful. Mark Emmert last year, the president of the NCAA, made $4.7 million. Here it is, a man who's never stepped a foot on the field, never played ball a day in his life, has a doctorate degree, and he's making $4.7 million. But at every chance he gets, he is stopping college athletes from making money off their likeness. That's powerful. Very, very powerful. But what did the governor of North Carolina do that was so important? He opened up by passing that bill. The state of Florida has just passed the legislation. New Jersey and Illinois is on the way. So now we're going to have 4 states that's going to allow college athletes to get paid off their likeness. Big. If anybody follows sports, we remember the Chris Webber story. Chris Webber, one of the best athletes in basketball, looked bad by his university because he took money to help his family out when he was one of the biggest stars in basketball. During the Fab Five, you got kids today wearing shorts, wearing socks because of Chris Webber. He was that powerful. But his university turned their back on him when they found out he took illegal bribes. He did all of that for the university. University of Michigan is still selling his jerseys today. He's not getting paid off of it. But they turned their back on him. Why does the NCAA continue to get away with this? We asked, right? And I did a survey. The survey showed that 67% of college athletes are African American. They come from underprivileged backgrounds. So what did that do? You say, well, here in America, if you get a college degree, you're supposed to make it. Oh, they should be happy just because they're getting a college degree. That's enough. LeBron James and Draymond Green just came out and called it modern day slavery. I won't go that far. Similar though. Those kids can't be happy. It's hard when you look at a university right now, and the University of Georgia made $56 million last year. $56 million. Enough that $56 million, the University of Georgia paid all of their college staff professor salary off the football team. University of Texas did the same thing. So half of you out there where your kids are going on these college visits and they're looking at these facilities and they're looking at these dorms and they're looking at these computer labs and these bio labs and how great the university is looking. And this university has this great business program. Have you ever sit back and said, hey, how did that happen? It's off the backs of those athletes. So we asked ourselves about Title IX. Title IX states that how would all the other athletes feel that's not in football and basketball? Well, they did a survey on that too that showed that 73% of non-college basketball and football players are for athletes getting paid. My last question I would like to ask anybody in the audience or anybody that's watching this. about race in America and should athletes get paid. Baseball is 77% 77% white. If baseball was leading sport for college, would they be able to get paid? Or is the NCAA continuing to rob the backs of young men and women of color and not allow them to provide for their family? I know if I was the one who had a kid going to college, if that university was not willing to pay my kid anything, I will find an alternate route for my kid to reach their goals if they're really, really good enough to make it to the next level. Thank you. My name is Petty Officer Johnson for letting me get this speech to you guys.